Morning, my Bernie. Morning. How are you getting all the way up here? Uh-oh. They know I'm here. Welcome back, everybody, to another Camping with Tony and Bernie from AB Camping. Bernie in the back there. You might be able to see him on Bernie Cam. We're testing Buddy, the van, the camper van. We're going to take it one night down by a river. This is a test after all the work I've had done on it, the electronics, the engine, the four-wheel drive system, everything, and get it ready for a big winter storm, even though it's summer now. Winter storm on a mountain that's coming in just under a week, and I want to make sure everything is working perfectly for that. So in this video though, we're just going to test it for the night, stay in it, we're going to cook some great food, we'll have a walk around all the new features of the van, and we're just going to have a chilled out time with Bernie by the river. Hopefully, I found a new spot and we're going to go there right now, so let's get there and go and hunker down. Smoke alarm just went off. It scared the hell out of Bernie. I guess it didn't like the vibration. Anyway, I've unplugged it for now. I'll plug it in again later. Okay, we're almost at the site. It's just a small turn off up here, I hope. I've never checked this place out before, but it looked okay from Google Maps, so fingers crossed it works out. Otherwise we're going to drive all the way back to another spot. To be down here, this little track. So what we'll do is we'll park up here and just have a walk down and see what the track is like and see if it's okay. We'll take Bernie down with me as well. Come on now. Come on, Bernie, let's go. There's Buddy. Let's go check out. Let's see if this is doable. This is meant to lead all the way down here to the river. So let's get down to the river. So we've come all the way through there, and it comes out here onto this riverbed. Wow, this is pretty, isn't it, Bernie? This really is lovely. There's nothing around. Now, I wouldn't usually camp right on a riverbed like this, because it would be a flash flood warning or a flash flood risk. But there's no rain forecast at all. We're in summer now, dry season, so it's pretty safe. There are tire tracks here. Haven't been used for a long time, but could just park right on here, to be honest, and just be right next to this stream. I mean, why not? Look at that. That would be epic. Look at Bernie. This is stunning water. Oh, Bernie, are you happy or what? Look how pretty this is. I think we've got to camp here. It's just calm as well. Bernie loves it. I can keep an eye on him, can run around. I reckon I could pull up onto here, onto this high spot. Probably engage the four-wheel drive. Come up here where the other trucks have been. It's going to be very, very bumpy. I'll have to go very slowly. But it would be so worth it. I think Bernie is giving it the seal of approval here. Yeah, I want to camp next to this. So, as I say, only do this if you know for sure there's no rain coming and that it's a safe zone. It's safe here. This will be no problem. No one around. Just spectacular. Look at this water. Look how clear it is. That is pretty. Come on, Bernie. Come out of there. Come on. Let's go, go, go. Okay, so that's the plan. It's going to be bumpy, but Buddy is an off-road camper. Its four-wheel drive system has just been redone. This stuff here is the trickiest bit. Just got to avoid the boulders, but look, cars have been coming over this obviously for years and formed a bit of a path going up there. Climbing up there would be the hardest bit. I wouldn't even have to do that. I could just park down here. So let's get it done. Let's get back to the truck. Go on, Bernie. Okay, we're off. I'm going to engage four-wheel drive, and here we go. It's going to be very bumpy. Just take our time. Now I have to drive over on one side of this track quite tightly because the ruts are quite deep and I don't want to get bogged down, so I'm going to put the left wheels on the center there. It's the advantage of having a very narrow wheelbase. Wow, nothing's been down here for quite some time. glad I walked it first so I know where the gnarly bits are. So I've got all-terrain tires and I've got four-wheel drive. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Right, now I think it's the worst bit. I could just stop right here. I don't have to climb up onto that ledge, because now I look at it, that looks quite steep. The sun is setting on the left, so it'd be nice to get that. Right, so I just need to level out. So to level out, I've got this cool meters here. These were installed on a dead level surface. So they tell me when that bubble is in the clear, then I'm okay. But I'm still thinking I might go up on that bank. Just wondering the best way to get on it. I don't know. I don't want to tip over. No, I won't do it. It's not worth the risk. Okay, so I just need to get these bubbles level, and then we're good. Perfect, look. Absolutely perfect. And I used chocks to do it. Look. Let's come out here. Got my ramps, one there and one there. And that's got me completely level. Look at that. Look at Buddy. I know he's desperate to come out. Come on then. Bernie. All right, we're here. Oh, check it out. Actually, this is quite soft. I'm glad I didn't come up here. But look, there's no one around. It's just me. It's a bit of a breeze. Do you want to go in the water, Bernie? Go for a swim. Should we get you a stick? See if you go for a swim to get the stick. What's this? Ready? Good boy. Good boy, Bernie. Good boy. Are you going to bring the stick? Come on, get the stick. No. So Border Collies, which is what Bernie is, he's a purebred Border Collie. He's 8 months old now. Or is he 9 months? 9 months. They're not really retrievers. They grab stuff, they'll bring it, but that's about it. They don't really bring stuff back to you. And that's fine with me. Right, I need to get all set up and then bring you back. Oh, leave it, Bernie. Bernie's found a bumblebee. So in case you don't know, Bernie and Bolly, Bolly is the girl, his sister at home with Anne, my wife. Bernie, leave it alone. Leave it, leave it. Come on, let's shoo it away. Okay. Leave it alone, Bernie. Here we go. Leave, come on. He's gonna get stung. Bolly is the girl. Bernie here is the boy. And they're very mischievous. Always getting into trouble. Right, there are sandflies, which are like little midges, so that's why I'm gonna look a bit greasy, as I've just sprayed myself. So I need to get some airflow in here. Okay, that should keep it nice and cool in here. Ah, I need a zesty drink from the fridge. Let me show you what that all looks like inside. Come on, Bernie, up. Come on. Good boy. Okay, so this is inside Buddy. So Bernie usually sits around there or on here. I just had this massive house battery switch installed, just because I kept catching the little one and turning it off and on, whereas this thing is very robust. I've had some new electronics installed. This is the Red Vision from Red Arc. Shows all my battery systems and how much charge I've got left, what it's charging. And then in here, I've got the inverter that runs all the power sockets. So these things here. So I can run two 40 volt on these sockets, and that runs off this. And then this is the management system, and this charges absolutely everything and takes everything into account. And then I've got something for Bernie right here, which we'll play with afterwards. Got a pizza oven for tonight. I've also got gas heating here, and I've now got diesel heating here. That's what this controller here is, and that has diesel heating down here, although I don't need it right now, but when I'm on the top of the mountain in a week's time, I will need it, because it'll be minus something, -6, -7. It'll be quite a storm, it'll be quite horrible, so I'll definitely need it then. Got all my cooking facilities, gas cooking. I've got an electric kettle, but I've also got a gas kettle up here. So just a normal kettle that goes on the on the burners. Got hot and cold water. I haven't got the hot water switched on at the moment. I need to switch the gas on to do that, and I just don't need hot water at the moment. And there's my pump, and these are all the system checks. And then in here, I've got a bathroom. It's quite big actually, and let me just open the vent up here. There. So I've got a hot and cold shower, toilet, hand basin in here, sink with hot and cold, cold water in here as well. I can also open this to be able to shower outside if I want to, and I've got a window as well. So yeah, I've got everything I need. And I've got a fridge that's running on 12 volt, but it can also run on gas, and it can run on mains power. But right now what we need is a zesty drink. I've got all my dinner in here. I've got pizza for tonight. I've got Jaffa cakes as a treat. But I need a nice cold Coke Zero. Oh, look at him. It's bright, isn't it? I think we'll sit out in the sun. Gosh, it's bright. And it is 20 past 6 in the evening. It's summer here in New Zealand. Right, I installed this table. So what I'm going to do tonight is put the pizza oven on here, run the cable out, and cook my pizza on here. I haven't brought another table with me. Usually I do. That might have been silly, but it's fine. I'll cook on here, and then I eat on my lap anyway. So I'm just going to sit, chill out, look at this view for a bit, then give Bernie his DINNER. He heard it. He heard what I said. He's crying now. Bernie, come here. Come on. He's so clever. He knew what I meant. Unbelievable. You're so clever. So what I'll do is actually take him for a bit of a walk, play in the stream, cool him down, because he's going to get really hot. And then we'll come back for dinner. Because you want your dinner. All right, bring you back. All right, Bernie's crying because he wants to go for a walk. So let's go for a walk. Go on, Bernie. Let's go. Come on, then. I think he actually wants to swim. I don't know what he did with his stick. He did bring it over a bit, but... Where's your stick, Bernie? What did you... Oh, here it is. Here it is, Bernie. What's this? What's this? He's prancing. We're still a bit wary of water. He's a puppy. He's been in water loads of times, but he still double checks to see how deep it is. Is that it? You're not going to bring it back? Come on, Benny. Let's walk up this way. Come on. Good boy. Let's go. Come on. Look at this. You know what? As campsites go, you show me better than that with that view. And I'm parked right there. This is magic. Come on, Benny. Very happy. Right, everyone, bring you back for dinner. Don't get stuck in there. Oh, Bernie. He didn't want to go through this deep bit again, which he's just been through. He's still wary of deep bits. Go on, you can work it out. Oh, whoops. Come on, Bernie. Come on, jump over it. There you go. Oh. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, time for dinner. So, first we've got to do Bernie's dinner. Hey, Bernie, you want your dinner? You grab that. Hello. Find out. Right, so Bernie's dinner, and then we'll do mine. So tonight we're gonna have pizza. So I can't remember what type of pizza I got. Meat lovers, I think. Right, Bernie, sit. Bernie, good boy. Wait. Sit. Sit, Bernie. It's got to learn. Sit. Bernie, sit. Good boy. Wait. Go on then. Okay. So I'll leave you to watch Bernie while he has his dinner. So I've got my pizza oven. I'm hoping the lead is long enough. If not, I've got an extension. I'm going to need an extension. Okay. So we have got a meat lovers with barbecue sauce pizza. Right, so I need to turn this on. Alright, so you turn it on, put it on level 4, preheat it for 5 minutes. And then when it dings, time for the pizza going. Was that nice, Bernie? Did you have a nice dinner? Good boy. In case you're wondering, he's got water here. But he's been drinking from the river. Okay, I need another Coke. I'm gonna get that. I'll bring you back when the pizza's ready to go in. Just so you can see what's going on in here with the electronics. That's the inverter. So that's a 2000 watt red arc inverter. And then here is the socket, and I can see on my screen how much it's drawing. It's drawing 120 amps at the moment. You can see there. And if I kept this on like this, my battery system would last 2 hours at most. But this thing accepts input from the car, so from the engine, from solar, and from shore power if I plug it in outside. Yeah. And I can see the current temperature of the batteries, 27 degrees. I can see exactly what's happening all on here. And it manages all of it perfectly. This is 1200 watts, this pizza oven. Hey Bernie. Hello puppy. Hello. So it's 1200 watts, so it's not really straining it that much. This can handle, my whole system can handle 300 amps, and this is going at 120 amps at the moment. So yeah, I've got 300 amps of lithium batteries in the side there. All right, bring it back for pizza. Oh, I need another Coke. But actually, I've got some Coke Zero vanilla ones up here. Oh, and I put my smoke detector back. Yeah, it didn't like being banged around. Very strange. Okay, bring it back for pizza. Okay, this just pinged. So it's ready for a pizza. These are made in New Zealand, which is where I am, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. You have to excuse the sandflies landing on the lens. I can't be bothered to make my own pizza. Far too lazy to do that. I've done it once on one video. Oh, this smells amazing. This is going to be so good. Okay. Somehow, it's in here. All right. So we'll turn that down to 3. Put it on for 7 minutes. We're good to go. Now, while that's happening, I've got something for little Bernie here. Let me get that. Bernie, what is this massive bone? What is this? Is this for Bernie? So, little toy for Bernie to chew. Ready? Go on then, go get it. We will see if he brings it back, and we'll see if he plays with it. I'm hoping he really likes it and he really has a good chew of it. He's so gentle. Let's go and see what he's doing. Let's go and have a look. Hey Bernie, don't forget your toy. You gonna bring it? Now, we'll see, because he's not a retriever, so he might not bring it back. Bruno did this as well. I'd get Bruno something and he'd just leave it. So I will have to keep coming and getting it when he's finished chewing with it. You're gonna chew it? You're gonna chew your Kong? Go on then. Good boy. We've been chasing sticks a lot, haven't we? Oh well, let him have a chew of that. We'll sort our pizza out. You see, he's left it. I knew he would. Bolly was here, there's no way he would leave it. He'd be fighting for it with Bolly. She'd go pick it up, he'd take it off her because he's such a bully. He's pleased with himself. Bernie! Oh, you've smelt the pizza, I can tell. Why are you whimpering? All right, bring you back for pizza. Should be just a minute, couple of minutes. Cooking away in there, I've got to check it. It's bubbling. Yeah, it's looking good. Yum, yum, yum. All right, it's dinged, rubs up. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we'll just cut that. Now, if you can hear Bernie whining, crying, it's because he wants me to throw the Kong. Bernie. You're not going to get it your own way all the time. Oh, hot. Oh. So we'll keep that closed, keep it warm. We got Meat Lovers Pizza. Bon appetit, everybody. Thanks for coming. No, Bernie, you just had a massive dinner. Okay, I'll tell you what, one more treat for him, I'll get him an actual bone. All right, we've got a beef bone. Okay. Sit like a good boy. Come here. Come here, Bernie. Come. Come. Sit. Sit pretty. Come on then. Sit pretty. Go on, Bernie. We'll see. Come on. Here, Bernie. Take. Sit pretty. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bernie. You can do it. Come on. No, go on then. Good boy. Yuck. Right, now I'm going to wash my hands. Right, let's try again. In case you're wondering, he's taken his bone over to the Kong and he's sitting next to both of them, chewing. Oh, I am so hungry. All right, bon appetit, everybody. Hot. Oh, wow. That was superb. I'm so hungry, I'm going to wolf that all down. I'll bring you back for cigar time. And this one, it's a corker. So I'll bring you back for cigar time, everyone.
Welcome back everybody to cigar time. Right, I'm gonna have a blood orange tea. Now I've been on the wagon, not drinking, for quite a while. I did have a few drinks with Abel, and I felt absolutely awful. So I've been on the wagon, just a health thing. Kettle on. Yeah, just, you know, I feel much better when I haven't had a drink. He's got his bone, by the way. And yeah, so I haven't even had any treats. So a treat that I am having is Jaffa cakes for dessert. Because I've been training so hard, looking after myself. Because I'm off on holiday. Oh, you would come now. I'm off on holiday shortly. Bernie, leave it. Mo. Come on. No, you've got your bone. Honestly. And then he'll start crying now because he wants food. Unbelievable. He is stuffed. I mean, he's had a massive dinner. He's had that whole bone. Border collies can just eat and eat and eat like most dogs. So, cigar. What have we got today? Something very special. A Cohiba Siglo 4. Now, this is from my neighbor, Jeff and Jane. They went to Cuba. Oh, this is such a special cigar. They went to Cuba, went to the factory where they're made. So very privileged to have this. I was round there for dinner with Anne, and he said, "Oh, have this," because he doesn't smoke cigars. So I said, "Yes, please, thank you." Ah, I tell you, the breeze has picked up. You'll notice I've got my sweater on now, my jumper, my hoodie, because it's getting a bit nippy. It's not cold, but wind chill. Summer in New Zealand is not that hot. Wow. That's just unbelievably smooth. A medium draw, not too easy, keeps you honest. Caramel, it's lovely, lovely. All right, let's get my tea on, and then we will discuss what we're going to discuss. Gotta say, this camp spot, it might not be that exciting for you, but it is just spectacular. I would always prefer the tops, but the tops aren't available. But I will be going up to Mars in a week. Okay, so first of all, thank you to everyone who's been patiently waiting for this video to come out. I think it's been 7 weeks now since my last video, which was when I was in a blizzard and I had to cut the awning away from the truck because it was pulling the whole truck, and that all smashed up and I got stranded up there, and then I had to winch somebody else out of the snow. That was a nightmare. And then what happened was the next day I got really, really ill. I had to go to hospital. I'm not going to go into any details, but I'm fine now. So then my plan was the next day to go back up there and clear up the mess I'd left, which was all the awning and frame, because I couldn't get it. It was a blizzard. It was 90-kilometer-hour winds. But of course I had to go to hospital, so it took me a few days. I think 3 days later I went up there and it was all gone bar one little piece of plastic that I picked up. Luckily there were a couple of guys working on the antenna there. That had actually broken in the storm. That's how bad that storm was. But the antenna that's there all the time through everything, that broke too. Anyway, they told me that Brian in Nelson, who maintains the whole thing, he might have cleaned it up, and sure enough he did. So thanks very much again, Brian. Much appreciated for cleaning up my mess. I did do a little video on it, thanks on Facebook, and I saw your response, so thanks very much. I was okay. It was just I couldn't get at that stuff in the truck at the time. It was too risky, and I had to get off the mountain, and yeah, I was stuck for hours. But thanks anyway, and if you haven't seen that video, please watch that video, because boy oh boy, I've never been more worried in a video than that one, just from the damage that I thought was going to be caused, and it did actually happen. So yeah, thanks Brian. Now look, cigar time. People complain, do you have to have cigar time, do you have to talk, just keep it camping, blah blah blah. It's just, I've always had a cigar time, I always have a cigar. So my advice to anyone that doesn't want to watch the Cigar Time or what I have to say next, just fast forward. Just skip it. It honestly doesn't matter. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos. Okay? You don't have to sit and look at this. You can look at all the other stuff. You can just watch all the things with Bernie and everything else. But you don't need to watch Cigar Time if you don't want to. No one is forcing you. Also, understand that whilst you, I'm talking to you, are watching this, so are hundreds of thousands of others, maybe millions. Okay? So, like my Blizzard video in Buddy, that's 2.5 million views. So understand you're one person out of many, 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 many that do want to watch. Okay? So please understand that everything isn't always about you and for you particularly. It's a big old world with a lot of people have opinions, a lot of people want different things. So it's not all about you. So it doesn't matter what your advice is about whether to have Cigar Time or not. I make my videos the way I make my videos. It just is what it is. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry about that, but just watch something else. It's fine, honestly. It really is fine. The channel is doing very well. I appreciate everyone who watches, even if they disagree. But please don't message in telling me, stop Cigar Times, just do camping, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of other camping channels. So the date today is December the 11th. The election in the US has come and gone. And I called it, and I was right. Now, I'm not going to gloat about whatever. I just did the math. The polls didn't add up. And the sentiment in comments on all the videos, newspapers, online articles, and everything else I saw did not align with what a lot of people on YouTube were saying. And I was hearing on CNN, MSNBC, and I was watching those things and I was thinking, what? That doesn't make any sense. That is not what I am seeing. So yeah, Trump won. In terms of total result, like the outcome, it's a complete whitewash. Now, I don't say landslide because each state, I don't think the majority in the swing states was that huge. But what happens is it ends up looking like a landslide, but just because the whole country looks red, apart from a couple of states. So I would call it more like a whitewash than a landslide. And the other reason I call it whitewash is that they've got the Senate, they've got the House. They've really got everything. And they're going to make a lot of changes. So, look, I want to be respectful to both sides. You got to. A lot of people were very upset after he won. I don't know why. I think they'd been spoon-fed that it would be the end of the world and he's going to be the next Hitler. Blah 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 blah. Me personally, I don't think that any of that's true. I think it was all a lie. Because I've seen him in his first appearance. And so, anyway, you gotta heal. America needs to heal and move on. He is gonna be in power, he is coming in, and the world is already ready for him, and they've accepted him, and a lot of people are looking forward to working with him. Because let's be honest, the current administration is just nowhere to be seen. And it's costing the country trillions. So America, I think this will be good for you. It doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree, we can have this conversation. I just think it'll be good for America. I think it'll be good for the world. I think we can all move on, and I think peace is going to come because of Trump, not the opposite. I don't think he is a warmonger. I don't think he wants wars. I think he wants business. I think he wants prosperity. That's what he wants. Is he a narcissist? Who cares? As long as you're more healthy and you've got more money in your pocket and you can afford basic things, who cares whether he gets to gloat or dance or do whatever? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't impact you. So just be happy with the result. Wow, the wind is picking up. You know, the next morning, and I'd been looking at the results, so I knew what was happening, but the next morning I was in town and I went to a cafe to have some breakfast. And I was like, wow, look at this breakfast, this is amazing. So I took a picture of the breakfast and then I took a selfie going, keep calm and carry on, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Just because I was like, look at this is what a beautiful day and everything else. Wow. The response from the far left or left was unbelievable. They all thought I was attacking them or gloating or taking the piss or something. There's nothing to do with that. It was to do with my breakfast. So again, it's not all about you. Just get over it, honestly. It's not me being condescending or cocky. It's me living in a free world. What is it about the free world that winds people up so much? I don't know what it is. There's always going to be winners and losers. Again, you just got to get over it. And as I said earlier, it doesn't matter what my political position is. It makes no difference to your life whatsoever what I think, how I vote, and what I do. It won't impact you one way or another. That's it. Period. It doesn't make any difference to you. So, as long as I keep making these videos, maybe that's what makes a difference to you. Let's hope I keep making videos. Let's hope I don't get put off. My priorities are my family. That's it. Period. That's who I care about. I look after my family, and I do and vote whatever way I think goes to look after them and make sure they're prosperous and healthy. So anyway, cancel culture's gone. Thank God. I tried to go over to Blue Sky, the app. I'm on X. Blue Sky was terrible. I lasted one day. It looked like a group hug. Everybody feeling sorry about the election results and everybody upset. And then it morphed into anger later in the day, and then hatred, and then threats to anyone on the right. So Blue Sky? No, sorry, it's not a Blue Sky. That was an awful place to be all that day. It just got worse and worse to the point where I just wanted nothing to do with it anymore. So I haven't gone back to Blue Sky at all. Anyway, enough on all that topic. Right, so Trump is bringing in a couple of things. He's bringing in Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy to do DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, and he's bringing in RFK for health and human services. I don't agree with everything that RFK has to say, especially when it comes to vaccines, certain vaccines. You know, I don't agree with all of it. But I'll tell you what I do agree with. His view on all the preservatives, artificial colors, flavorings in US food. You've got a obesity health crisis pandemic in America. It's in a terrible state of affairs. The health system isn't working because the food system is rigged to make you unhealthy. And then the drug companies get you on their drugs and they've got you for life. All drug companies want is repeat. They're pushers. That's all they are. And don't let anyone fool you. They are drug pushers. There's no difference between them. One is legal, one is illegal, but they do the same thing. They want you coming back forever, for life, to own you. So I hope RFK sorts this. It's probably going to have to start with the children, get them healthy, get them off these disgusting diets. I'm telling you, the flavors, the ingredients that are in your same product that's in America that is in Europe, completely different ingredients. American food, man, it's full of this junk. It really is. Even the McDonald's is different. So look, I hope RFK sorts this. And I hope he makes America healthy again. Or healthy. I don't know if it's ever been that healthy anyway, but let's hope he gets it back again. Doge. Elon and Vivek. I don't know how much they're going to be able to do. I really don't. This is a lot of work. But they do need to cut trillions from expenditure and waste. The US is bleeding. It's now paying more in interest on its debt than it is giving to the military. So, you know, you're paying more interest than you are paying to the military. So it's over $1 trillion. I think in interest you're paying $1.2 trillion a year. Just in interest on debt. Doesn't have to be this way. Your future generations are going to pay for that. Where are you, Bernie? They're going to pay. And they're going to be bankrupt at this rate. You can't just keep printing money. You think it's going to work. Bernie! Oh, you can probably see him. I'm sure he's behind me. Can they make change? I don't know. They're smart men. But there's so much at stake, so many trillions at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be assassinations, because this is going to cost everyone, you know, like the Pentagon, wasting so much money. And they're not going to be happy about, and the war machine is not going to be happy about these guys coming in and slashing the budgets. It's their money. Well, it's your money, but they want it. They own it. They take it. You know, it's often said the entire purpose of the government is to take your taxpayer money and give it to private enterprises. That's all they do. They're middlemen. That's it, period. They're just middlemen. Think about it. You have no say. You can vote, but you still don't get a say. It's like an artificial, it's like a facade of democracy that you get a say in where your money's spent. What have you sent, 160, 170 billion now to Ukraine? Did you get a say in that? Probably not. And yet, a lot of you watching this may be struggling with heating bills and stuff like that, especially in the winter. Bernie! Come on! Anyway, I think it's going to be okay. Bernie, come on. He's just here on the other side of the van, but I need to keep him in sight. Oh, there he is, he's behind me. He snuck up behind me. Bernie, come here. Come on, come here. Good boy. Come and lie down. Sit. You're going to settle. Good boy. He was lying down so nicely before. He just settles. All right, enough of that. Enough politics. We're done with the politics now, okay? I hope to not have to bring this up ever again. So, there it is. Let's talk about my holiday coming up. We're going to New York. So we leave soon, in a couple of weeks. And we're going to be in New York with Brandon, our son, for 5 days. And we got a lot planned. We're going to have a great time. I love New York. It's a fantastic place. No matter what the press and news says, it's a brilliant place. And then we're going to be in Florida, and we're going to be in Anna Maria Island. We've got a house booked there. We're going to be there a couple of weeks. That will be fantastic. We'll just be poodling around there and the area. Maybe go to Tampa. Maybe pop over to Orlando once or twice. I don't know. But we'll be around there from, I think, the 29th of December through till the 11th of Jan. And then we've got to fly back to New Zealand. We're going via Houston, so we're going to be in Houston a couple of nights. I want to go and see NASA and stuff like that. That'll all be cool. I can't wait. It's going to be a great holiday. I really need it. I'm not going to talk about the year because I want to talk about that in my next video, which might come out by Christmas or just after. So what have I been watching? Well, the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight on Netflix. What was that even? What was that? It was awful. That was a complete farce. There's no way that wasn't rigged. No way. Tyson was paid to not punch Jake Paul. That's what I think. There's no way that was legit. Just wasn't. And I heard afterwards they've both been suspended. So, because of this deal. It was fake. Now, how would you feel if you'd bet money on that? They should have to repay all the debt, all the bets. Because it was a joke. It wasn't legit at all. whatever. Formula One season is finished. McLaren have won the Constructors' title. First time for a long, long, long time. To be honest, I don't think anybody really cares. Most people who are watching the racing, they don't really care who wins the Constructors' title. I never have. It's never meant anything to me. And I don't think the drivers really care that much either. They pretend to, but I'm not sure they're that bothered. Formula One drivers are extremely selfish and they're all about themselves. So I think they're just making it up when they say they care, but they really don't. But whatever, it's over. Next year, Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. I can't wait. This could be cracking. It could be a brilliant year. Well worth watching. I think you're going to have 4 or 5 drivers in contention next year. Could be fantastic. What else? Been watching on TV? Shrinking on Apple TV. I love that show. Very funny. It's harmless, but it's good. Harrison Ford's brilliant in it. Yeah, good fun. Shrinking. I think we're on season 2 or 3. Also, disclaimer. Holy moly. Now that's definitely adult only, no children. But that's a shocker. Very depressing. Quite a twist at the end. But yeah, disclaimer. Definitely recommend that. Brilliant show. And then finally, another show that we've only recently picked up on is Lioness. Now I think there's two seasons, and one season I think is called Special Ops Lioness, and the other one is Lioness. So we're on the second season now, and it's got a fantastic cast, but it's just a great show. Very clever, very intelligent show about the CIA. So definitely recommend that. I feel I've rambled a lot. There is more I want to talk about, but I will talk about on the next video. On this one, I will talk about the modifications to Buddy and what I think once I've assessed it overnight, and then we can talk about it in the morning over a cup of coffee. But right now, what I'm going to do is chill out with the rest of my cigar. It's a beautiful glass. Thank you, Jeff. Chill out with the rest of my cigar. Play with Bernie a bit. Throw the stick for him a bit more. Because what time is it now? It's 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. So, the beauty of the camper van is I'm just going to go in there, watch movies, chill out, look out at that view. Going to have a really good night's sleep, I just know I am. And I'll see you guys in the morning, but I'll see you at bedtime anyway, when we're tucking in to bed. So I'll bring you back then. Thanks again everyone for coming. I'm sorry if I bummed you out of politics. Hey, come on, it's been a massive year, I had to, let's be honest. What else? I couldn't skip that. And I know people wanted to, a lot of people were asking for my opinion on it and wanted to hear it in cigar time. So there it is. I don't want to talk about it again. I've said my piece. Let's move on and let's be nice to each other. Let's have, manners, respect and honor. And let's try and live by those principles. Even if our elected leaders don't live by them themselves, doesn't mean we can't. And it doesn't mean that things won't be all right. Things will be fine. Things will be good. It's going to be a great few years. It really is. All right, everyone. Bring you back at bedtime. All right, it's bedtime, but I'm just going to let Bernie out. Come and have a pee. Come on, Bernie. And I'm going to try this new headlight that Phoenix have sent me. I think it's the HP30R Search and Rescue headlamp. This thing, I have not tested it yet. Go on, Bernie. But what we'll do is, we'll come out and have a look. Okay, so let's turn this on. Holy moly. That is something else. Wow, that's bright. God, that's amazing. Yeah, that's
that's insanely bright. And it's got different modes. So you can light, God, that goes a long way. I'm almost blinded. So you got different brightnesses. Yeah, that's pretty epic. God. Right. Alright, so what do you reckon, Bernie? You need to go pee-pee? Come on, bedtime, we're going to do pee-pees. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back for my bedtime. Okay, all tucked in, cozy, comfy, in my coffin corner here. Night night, Bernie. It's bedtime. Night night. Bedtime. He's fine down there. So he's going to move from where he is now. He'll go and then sit on the towel. Then he'll go and sit here where my clothes are. Then he'll sit over there. Then he'll sit on the floor. And he'll move around a lot. But he'll calm down. Once I turn the lights out, he'll stop crying and whimpering. It's just because I'm talking. And he knows it's bedtime. Alright everyone. It's going to be warm in here. I've got the vent open up here. Fully open. That should help quite a bit. But it is going to get fairly warm in here. It's about 10 degrees centigrade outside. 10 degrees. It's not so bad. I wouldn't need heating on in this or anything. I don't think it's going to get any colder than that overnight. There, so he's settled. Alright everyone, something major happens in the middle of the night, which it won't, because there's no weather. I'll see you in the morning. Night everybody. Thanks for coming. Morning everyone. Morning Bernie. Morning my Bernie. Morning. How are you getting all the way up here? Morning my lovely. Morning my lovely. It's alright. Okay. Alright. Bernie, you're gonna get stuck. Hello. It's okay. You can't come up here. You can't come up here my lovely. Oh, morning. Morning. Is it time to get up? Shall I come down there? Okay. Alright, morning everybody. Oh, good night's sleep. Very comfy. I've got a fan running over there, just on the cupboard there. It's lovely. Hello. Are you going to climb up the ladder? Is that what you're doing? I know. Morning. I know. I'm coming down. Okay, I've got to go down. Alright, let me go down to see him, because he's upset. He wants to say good morning. Okay, bring you back in a second. I've got to go down there and see him. It's not very gracious the way you get out of bed on this thing. Morning. Morning, my lovely. Thank you for my kisses. Okay. It's alright, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hello. Morning, Bernie. Morning. I know. Alright, I'm coming. Oh, okay. There, is that better? Oh, morning, everybody. Bernie. Hello. Morning. Morning, my lovely. I know. Hello, everybody. Morning. Really? It's too much. Too much, my lovely. Too much of a greeting. Too much love. Wow. Oh. Morning. Morning. It's okay. I wasn't any. I was right here. Oh, kisses. So many kisses. Ah. Right. I need to get a coffee on. It looks like it's a beautiful day. Look out there. Wow. He's raring to go. Well, I've got a ladder now, you see. Make it a lot easier. Right. Yeah, I've got my fan running. That was a lifesaver, the fan, because I was getting a bit hot. Even though it's quite chilly outside, I was getting quite hot. Morning. Morning. It's alright. It's alright, Bernie. Did you have a nice sleep? Hmm? Did you have a nice sleep? Switching beds all night. Alright, let's get a coffee on. We'll go outside and have it. I just need to put my jeans on. I'll bring you back for coffee. Okay. You're such a good boy waiting patiently, aren't you? You're such a good boy. Oh, let's let the light in. Good boy, Bernie. Let's go out. Come on then. Let's go and see the day. Oh, chilly. Crisp, but nice. Oh. Come on, Bernie. You need to go and pee. Oh, wow. Beautiful morning. Tiny little bit of wispy cloud. Oh, this is nice. So this is the difference with camper vanning compared to tenting. It's if you've got the right van like this, it's pretty rugged, 4-wheel drive capable, pretty off-road van. You can come to some fantastic spots and there's pretty much zero hassle. You just park up and you're done, you're ready to go. And that's what I love about it. And you end up in places like this. And just look at it. Wow. Makes a difference for me, these conditions. But the next camp is going to be brutal. All right, we need the chair out, we need the coffee on. Oh, I need this coffee. So the only downside with this spot are the sandflies. They're pretty biblical in quantity, aren't they, Bernie? Whoa. But luckily I've got my thermocell, which is doing the trick. Now look, got my thermocell running here. There were about 50 sandflies down here just then, until I turned that on. You can see them coming in and out. Somebody wants his breakfast. Bernie wants his breakfast. Okay, so I'm going to put the hot water on. So I've got some hot water for washing up and stuff like that. Put the inverter on. Okay. Turn that on. It's the kettle. So much power have we got left? We've got 73% left. But we are actually charging as well at the moment, 11 watts. As the sun picks up, that will get bigger. But yeah, according to this, we've got 73% left. We can last for over 2 days at the current rate. Obviously, if I wanted to use gas for the kettle, it'd be a lot better. I've switched the fridge onto gas, just because it's more efficient than using electricity. Otherwise, this would have dropped to like 50% if I'd been running the fridge on electricity. The fridges use up a lot of power. Plus, I'm running the Starlink. The Starlink Mini uses between 20 and 30 watts. So that sucks your power up as well. And there's my Starlink Mini. And that's the hot water tank running in there, and this is all the fridge. So that's hot, warm from the fridge, gas. All right, coffee time. So you might be thinking, why don't I sit on the side with the sun? It's too much. It's too hot. The sun is so bright. And I want to be able to see out. This is my click chair. I don't even think they're called click anymore. I can't remember what the chair's called. I'll put a link to it on my Amazon page. Okay. Kettle on. So I installed this table. I put this in on the side here. It's just so handy to have. Outdoor table mounted on the side of the van, so easy. Someone wants his breakfast, he's crying away. Hang on. Need your breakfast. Worked up an appetite. This is extremely high protein special food. That bird that you can hear is a bell bird giving an alarm call. So noisy. Right, breakfast time. Okay, breakfast time. Good boy. Go on then. I'll let you sit and watch him. I thought now would be a good time to test my diesel heater, because this is going to be crucial for me when I'm up on Mars in this storm. So it's thermostat set. I know it's flickering for you, but it's 24 degrees. The thermostat is just here, measuring the temperature. So yeah, it's set to 24 degrees. I've just looked on my app on the phone, because this has got Bluetooth in it. The guys that do this system are called Heatport. They're near Christchurch. Yeah, so I've got the thermostat set. I set it on my phone. It said it was 18 now in here because the sun's been shining on this window. So what I've got is an intake here and then a blower here, and you can direct it. So I don't want this hot air that's eventually going to come out of here. I don't want it blowing directly on the floor. So I've got it angled up a bit, and this pulls the air in from there. So it recirculates everything. There's a carbon monoxide alarm in here, just in case it leaks or it gets fumes. And then there's an exhaust out here. As you can see, it's just starting up. So it's good to test these things. I'm going to let that run for a bit. Take Bernie for a walk because he's crying. Bernie, do you want to go for a walk? Let's go take Bernie for a walk. By the time we come back, that'll all be set, up to temperature. I can hear it clicking. That's the fuel pump. Hang on. That little clicking is the diesel. fuel pump. So we'll let that get cranking. Again, I'm just putting it all through its paces, just so that I know when I get up there, I can turn that thing on. And if needs be, I've got gas heating in there as well. But I really wanted the diesel heater running, just for efficiency. And it's just nice, the diesel heater. It's really powerful. Doesn't use much fuel at all. Right, I'm going to take Bernie for a walk. Get on, Bernie. Let's go. Oh, I should have bought my boots. And I could have crossed the stream. Oh, it's lovely. Need to throw a stick for Bernie. Go find a stick, Bernie. What about this one here? What about this one? Ready? He's still a bit apprehensive. Just wants to make sure it's not too deep. See? Building his confidence. Good boy. He always takes it to the other side though. I'm not going to go over there and get it. So, as I say, he's not a retriever. Go on, Benny. Good boy. Is that fun? Go on. Not a retriever. Border Collies are very different. They don't really, I mean, they might bring a ball back, but that's about it. They won't bring sticks back much. Ah, right. I'm going to enjoy this little walk and then bring you back at the van for another coffee. And then we'll probably head off. I want to drive up the road a bit because I camp up there, right at the top of that mountain. Pay truck. I want to see if it's open to go and camp up at some point as well. So we can always go and check that out too. Okay. Benny peeing absolutely everywhere, leaving his spot, his mark. If you want an example of how pure, crystal clear the water is around here, the mountain spring water, look at this. That's at least a meter deep. It's so beautiful. Is that nice, Bernie? It's just lovely. Oh, is he going to go for a swim? I don't know. He's checking it out. Little pool here. Flowing. Lovely. So clear. Right. These are odd, aren't they? So, this is where big geese have laid. So they sit in the middle. They get up, poop on the outside, but they sit in the middle. See, there's another ring over here. Yeah, so there've been some geese living here. Must be a safe spot. No predators in New Zealand. Come, Benny. We're actually at 250 meters above sea level here. Doesn't seem it, but we are. You see Buddy in the background? All right, this time, definitely bring you back. Okay, we're having a bag of La Faire Columbia coffee. They're not bad, these La Faire bags.
hot. Oh, so I was thinking, about what to do about this next camp up on Mars that I'm going to do in this storm that's coming. And I will be in, buddy, I will be in the camper van just because of how badly I got beaten up last time I was up there. And I want to be warm, I want to be secure, I want to be snug. The only downside is you can't sit outside, but I have a windbreak. Was that nice? I have a windbreak that might help. Now you can't tend to have the awning out, it's too windy up there. But we'll see. It's a cormorant, just flew past, that's what Bernie's looking at. Massive. Huge cormorant. It's all right, Bernie. Hey, it's okay. So we'll see. We'll see. It's meant to be a pretty big storm with quite a bit of snow in the middle of summer. Anything can happen in New Zealand on the tops. Right, coffee time. Definitely coffee time. Wow, these sandflies. Luckily, I've got my thermostat rocking. You see, he's got fresh... Now, dogs prefer to drink from running water. I actually don't know why that is. I've asked before. People, how would anybody know? They don't know. But look at that. He just loves running water. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to paradise. Ah, well, it's a good job I did that test because the diesel heater's not working. Tried a few times and it says ignition failed. So I've got to speak to these guys, Heatport in Christchurch, find out what the problem is because Bernie, you're wet. Because it did work when they installed it and I used it the next day as well. And it did work, but now it's just failing. So I don't know what it is. Voltage drop, broken something, I don't know. So that's a pain, which means that when I go to do this camp in a week, I'll probably have to use the gas heating, which is fine, that's what it's there for, and I've always used the gas heating in there anyway. But I really wanted this diesel heater. Oh well, this is what we do tests for. I don't want to test it up on the tops and then realize I don't have any heating. All right, everyone, it's time to pack up and there's nothing to do. I've just got to close the table, put it all away, and we'll head off. So I'll bring you back driving out of here, hopefully. Stuck on something here. Must be a big rock. I'm trying to steer over.
Got it. Oh, I don't like the sound of that rock. All right, we're off. Are you going home, Bernie? At least we know the four-wheel drive on here works now. They did test it, but I just needed to confirm it, and there you saw it. All the wheels are working. If I didn't have four-wheel drive, that would have probably got stuck. And I'm in high ratio, I'm not even in low ratio. Right, now I need to plot a path through here. Quite deep ruts. You all right, Bernie? Oh, right. Back up to the road. So I've got to go and disengage the hubs and put it back into two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. So let's do that. Two-wheel drive. Oh. So, unlock. Unlock. So if you're wondering what that is, the front drive on a four-wheel drive system, there's an axle that goes across here, and it's got the drive shafts and drive boots on each side. And so what you're doing is you're locking the wheels onto that, connecting it to that, so when it drives those wheels. You don't really want to run all the time with them running connected, even if you're in two-wheel drive, because then they're both turning that. It's just wear and tear. And maybe it will affect your fuel economy. So modern vehicles unlock, disconnect, whatever when they need to. All-wheel drive, they use electronics to do it, but this is old school 1996. All right, let's get going. Okay, and we're off. So we weren't far from the road. Easy cam, that's what I like, nice and easy. All right, bring you back in a little bit, everyone. Fire alarm went off again, smoke alarm. I worked out what's going on. That was a really dusty road, and as I was driving along, it was sucking dust in through the back of the van. It was suddenly all dusty in there, and the smoke alarm was picking that up. So I turned it off, opened the rear window, drove along a bit here on the dry road, and got rid of the dust. But that's a bit of a flawed design, that it sucks dust in from the back. So yet another thing I'm going to have to work out and try and solve. But it's coming in through the cooling for the ventilation for the fridge. I don't know how I'm going to sort that out, because it needs to vent. On a lot of modern camper vans, it's on the side, the ventilation, so it doesn't have that problem. Everything at the back sucks dust in. Right, I've got to get back to the lockup, swap over vehicles, and then get home. And stick around to the end of the video and you might see Bolly as well. Bolly greeting Bernie when I get home. But for now, we'll say our goodbyes. Thanks for coming on this trip. It's been great. bit of a shakedown. It's a shame that the diesel heater failed, but something I know that I need to fix. And the next time I see you will be hopefully camping in a snowstorm in another blizzard up on Mars in Buddy with Bernie this time, because it's safe and secure in here and he'll love it up there. And then it will be Christmas and we'll be gone anyway. Alright everyone, so stick around to see Bolly at the end. Oh, well, welcome to New Zealand. This is kind of typical in a rural setting. This is how they move sheep from farm to farm. And it is slow going. Check it all out. Morning. How you doing? Gonna be a while?
Yeah, just push through the slowly, you get there.
Yeah? Cool. Cheers, mate. Alright, so we will go through slowly through the sheep. They will part ways. I'm sure Bernie will start barking once he realizes they're out here. Come on. There you go. They know I'm here. I'm surprised Bernie hasn't started barking already. But yeah, you see this all over the place in New Zealand. It's just how they move from farm to farm, the sheep. Sometimes there's just thousands of them, and it can take a long time to get through. There you go, we're almost through. Hopefully there's a farmer up ahead with a dog that will stop them just carrying on. There we go. And that's that. All good. Right, on my way home. Right, we're home. Let's see. Bolly. Hello, Bolly. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. You want to see Bernie? He's here. Bolly, come on. There they are. Hello, puppies. Oh, is that it? Oh, Bernie. Hello, puppies. Yay. Hello, Bolly. Hello, princess. Bernie, you can't hump her. All right, everybody. Oh, somebody peed. Someone got very excited and peed. Was that you, Bolly? Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks again for coming on this one. Nothing really happened, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And Bernie enjoyed it as well. So we're going to see you again in a week's time when I do the next big video. And I should probably release it in a week's time. And it's going to be a blizzard. It's going to be tough. My diesel heater is working again. I ran it through, so there must have been a slight gunkiness to it, but I got it cranking and that worked as well. So that's all good to go. All right, everyone. Thanks again for coming. Thanks for all your likes, subscribes, and thanks for following. Go over to the Facebook group to see and have chats with everybody else about the videos. And follow us on Instagram. And also come to the website, abcampingandoutdoors.com, to sign up for future videos. And don't forget merch. Thanks again, everyone. See you in a week.